Guys, quick update, my next video will be me revealing 3 of my 6-figure products, so make sure you guys stay tuned because in 1 or 2 days I'm gonna drop one of the best videos I dropped so far, and it's gonna give you guys a ton of value. Yo guys, before this video starts, I really just want to thank you guys and wish you a happy new year, because 2019 right where I'm at located right now is in like 10 hours, I don't know, probably more, but 2020 is in like 10 hours or something. And yeah, I've already sort of dressed up and I'm ready for sure. Like, we're gonna kill it this year. But thank you guys so much for all the support. Like, we reached 400 subscribers. When I woke up today, I saw we've been reaching 400 subscribers, which is incredible, and I really thank all of you guys for that. And in today's video, I'm just gonna show you guys 10 mistakes. I've sort of put together a top 10 list where I'll show the top 10 worst things you can do in dropshipping. This will be combined with like all my earlier videos and stuff like that. So we'll just go like from maybe the first video to the last video I've just uploaded, like mistakes on dropshipping, what you should not do. Like, the video could basically just be how not to dropship. So make sure you guys drop a like and a subscribe. Last video's free 30-minute consulting call giveaway winner is Lost Boy. It suits really well because it says Happy New Year, and like I just said, Happy New Year to all of you guys. So Lost Boy just messaged me. My Instagram will be here and we'll get to work. And for those guys wondering about coaching or stuff like that, you can also do it, but there are some qualifications for that. So let's just get into the video. So guys, the first thing that you truly want to avoid on your store will be pop-ups. I've talked about it so many times. And by the way guys, look at what my girlfriend made. She's been putting in the cool cars. You can see it's a Porsche 911, M4 Lamborghini, and the Ferrari 488. She just takes over my whiteboard for some reason. It should probably stop her. But anyways, pop-ups guys. We talked about this in all the videos, and I think this is the number one for what you should not do when you're dropshipping this year. So make sure you get rid of all your pop-ups because they suck in all shapes or forms. 10% off the second they get into your store. Stuff like someone here just bought this item. We talked about it so many times, but just pop-ups in general, you don't want to have that in your store because that's horrible. Just like my hair right now, I haven't fixed it, but you guys excuse me for that, right? So get rid of all your pop-ups because they're so bad. The next one will be stacking Facebook ads interests, because that is for sure something you shouldn't do, because there's a lot of people making Facebook ads and they stacking interest. Maybe they're narrowing down by engaged shoppers, which is cool. Engaged shopper guys, when you're testing, you should do either 7 or 10 ads for $5 a day or $10 a day. But I would not do too much of engaged shoppers when I'm just starting out testing a new product. Like I usually say, we can scale with engaged shoppers. That's right? So when we're breaking everything down, if you're going by platform, devices, if you're targeting countries and ages, maybe that's the time to check if engaged shoppers really work. But if you run 7 ad sets, I would honestly only put engaged shoppers in probably like one of them. So get rid of engaged shoppers and don't stack your interest. Like, we don't want to have multiple interests under one ad set. If the interest is too small, then just get a new one. Number 3 here guys is, when we're coming into 2020 right now, dropshipping is getting more and more saturated. But like I said in my early video that I posted like 4 or 5 days ago, that dropshipping isn't dead. It's saturated, but because there's 99% of them don't even know what they're doing. So when you think that dropshipping is saturated, it's basically saturated because there's a ton of bad people in the game that know nothing about what they're doing. That's why Google Trends skyrockets right now, because there's so many people coming into it. So if you're just a little bit better than the average, why, it's not a problem that it's saturated. But since it's becoming more saturated, the traditional dropshipping will always stay. But I for sure recommend you guys to change it up a little bit and try out my newest product strategy that I showed in probably all of my product research videos. And guys, by the way, make sure you've checked out the new Facebook ad scaling tutorial posted like a week ago, because that one is good. But saturated products, that's just jumping on every trend you see, copying others. It still works. It's not like it's horrible, but either you reintroduce a new trend, which you can take a saturated product that was saturated 2 years ago and try advertising it again today, right? So if you have a product that made the most saturated product of 2015, maybe you can try that one in 2020 because it's been 5 years. Like, reintroducing an old trend is always a cool thing to do, but the mistake here to avoid is for sure that don't jump on every trend you see. Now it's 2020, you gotta stand out a little bit, so try to come up with something unique, because You want to show the market something new. They've seen all of this all over again. So if you really want to win in 2020, make sure you try to figure out and find something that people haven't seen before. Don't just do all the saturated stuff all the time. It usually never works. In the ROAS, like you guys see in the video, I've been getting anywhere from 20 to 60 ROAS when I'm doing products that's not too saturated. Obviously, there is Facebook ad skill involved there, and I know a lot about the ads, but there's still a point there that you guys should pay attention to for sure. Okay guys, so we're just getting more and more modern, right? This is another tip here. We're getting more and more modern, you know, time is flying, we're already into 2020. Maybe soon we'll have flying cars if we don't even already have them. Tesla is coming out with the Cybertruck. Like, this planet is gonna look like space in like 5 years. So if you can't even provide your customers with at least the option, they don't have to buy it in any time, but you gotta provide them with the option of tracking their shipping. Because you're gonna get a lot of abandoned cars and checkouts if they can't track their shipping. That's just a really quick one. I'm not gonna spend more time on it, but you could have like two setups. You can have tracking. You could have like express shipping with the possibility to chat to. You can have express shipping with the chance to track your order that you could sell for $5, and then you could just have the basic free shipping for $0. Usually you buy the express track shipping for like $1 to $2 or $3, so you could easily upsell in like $2-3, and that will be good for your margins as well, but provide your customers with the chance of tracking it. The next one is product descriptions, guys. You gotta stand out. Stop just stealing others. This goes back to like saturated products and copying stuff. Stop stealing others' product descriptions. If you're gonna steal them anyhow, make sure that you steal them and change it up a little bit. You gotta learn how to copyright and write high converting descriptions, because putting some garbage on your store without knowing, of course, how to advertise it, but we have so many videos on this channel on Facebook ads, so that shouldn't be a problem. But number two, you need to make sure that you know how to write high converting descriptions, because you want to stand out. Like, people will come to your store. If you have a Brooklyn store, people might have been scammed from a store with the same layout earlier, or scammed of a store with the same description earlier. So if they come to your store and they think like, oh, this looks similar to the place that I got scammed 1 year ago, they might not buy. So you got to make good descriptions. You should put in the shipping time description. That's a lot of people lacking that. In the bottom of the description, put in the shipping time, like 14 to 21 days or whatever it is. Make sure that. So this is just basically avoid the mistake of writing bad descriptions. I have videos on that as well. The next one is probably not going to resonate with a lot of you guys, but don't run $3 ads. That's all. That's it. It's bad. It won't optimize. Next one. Facebook right now is getting really broad, and this is a tip that you guys need to pay attention to if you're scaling or anything like that. Facebook right now is getting really broad. Usually if you advertise something to Facebook and Instagram and it makes 5 sales on Facebook and it makes 0 or 1 sale on Instagram, you will see that the reach on the Facebook one, Facebook has already narrowed it down for you in some shape or form. Because if Instagram has 0 sales and Facebook have 5 sales, Facebook will only spend, you know, they will only make the Facebook one reach people on Facebook, and the Instagram one will just be left behind. So you'll typically see like the Facebook ad that's running on Facebook feed will probably get like 5,000 in reach, and if it makes sales on Instagram, doesn't. And if the Instagram doesn't, it will only get like 300 in reach, and Facebook will just keep reaching higher and higher, and Instagram will just be left behind. So Facebook sort of like optimizes towards the right ages. They optimize, like, so narrowing things down is not really a point anymore, because Facebook narrows it down for you. And pay attention to that. So when you do a test and you think you've done a successful test, duplicate and increase the budget. People say it's a 50-50. Yes, it is, but do that, or you could try milking the ad set to get more sales by just adding a new interest daily and deleting one. So basically, guys, don't narrow things down anymore. Facebook is broad right now. Another tip is get into CBOs. CBOs is the best thing. It's where the high ROAS comes in. So once you got like 3 to 5 good ad sets that's actually making a lot of sales, 7 plus maybe, like 10 would be really good. Make sure you run CBOs, because you just duplicate it into a new campaign and you run the CBOs, because the results are gonna be really good. Another one. People think that videos is so important. You don't need a video, and if you're doing my strategy of finding newer products that the market haven't seen before, it's gonna be really rare to even find a video, right? So make sure that you guys don't worry. Don't leave a product just because there's no video. Obviously, if the pictures are really bad, you might have to avoid it, but don't let the fact that people say you only need videos to succeed scare you. do it with pictures. That's how it is. Usually works. Like, my best products tend to do the best results with pictures, and sometimes obviously a video is doing really well. But I've had a lot of 6-figure products just by running a picture, and like I say in all my videos, the worst picture usually makes the highest amount of money. And that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Wish you all a happy new year, and I'm really thankful for your support. Make sure to like and subscribe, and you can comment if you want to win the next free 30-minute consulting call, and I'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you drop any video ideas in the comment section.